Hello everyone, my name is Danu. I am BSc Chemistry honor final year student. Today I am here to present the topic of physical chemistry for visually impaired student. The author of the book is S.G. Khetrapal and this is Pradeep publication and my topic is quantum mechanics. 1.10 Origin of quantum mechanics. In view of failure of classical mechanics to explain the phenomena associated with the small particle, a new mechanics has been put forward to explain this phenomena. One of these is called the matrix mechanical put forward by Heisenberg in 1925. It is purely mathematical and does not assume any atomic orbital. The author is called the wave mechanics put forward by Schrödinger in 1926. It is based upon de Broglie concept of dual character of matter and thus takes into the account the particle as well as wave nature of the particle material. However, it has been shown that both mechanics are essentially equivalent so far as the basic physical concepts are concerned. Wave mechanics, being comparatively simpler and more useful in application to chemistry, will be discussed in the present chapter. It also called particle mechanics or quantum mechanics because it deals with the problem that arise when particles such as electron, nuclei, atom, molecule, etc. are subjected to a force. The branch of science which takes into consideration de Broglie concept of dual nature of matter and Planck quantum theory and it's able to explain the phenomena related to small particle is known as quantum mechanics. The heart of quantum mechanics is an equation called Schrödinger wave equation. It can be derived directly on the basis of certain postulate of quantum mechanics. This our main aim in the present chapter will be to derive Schrödinger wave equation directly as well on the basis of postulate of quantum mechanics to study certain results that follow from the Schrödinger wave equation and some applications of the Schrödinger wave equation. 1.11 Comparison of classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. Classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. It deals with microscopic particle and quantum mechanics it deals with microscopic particle. The second point is it is based upon Newton law of motion and the second point of quantum mechanics is it takes into account Heisenberg uncertainty principle and de Broglie concept of dual nature matter, particle nature and wave nature. The third point of classical mechanics is it is based on Maxwell electromagnetic wave theory according to which any amount of energy may be emitted or absorbed continuously. And the third point of quantum mechanics is it is based on Planck quantum theory according to which only discrete value of energy are emitted or absorbed. The fourth point of classical mechanics is the state of a system is defined by specifying all the forces acting on the particle as well as the position and velocity yani momentum. The future state can be then predicted with certainty. The fourth point of quantum mechanics is it gives probability of finding the practical particle at various locations in space. 1.12 Relation between quantum mechanics and classical mechanics. The relation between quantum mechanics and classical mechanics is formed by observing the condition under which quantum mechanics give the same result as classical mechanics. A few cases are given below. When the velocity of a microscopic body is much lesser than the velocity of light, quantum mechanics give the same result as Newton classical mechanics. When Planck constant approaches the limit, that is h tends to 0, the time dependent Schrödinger wave equation, as will discuss later, reduced to Newton's second law. The third point is when the system is in highly excited state, that is the value of principal quantum number n in very high, both mechanics give the same result. It is called Bohr correspondence principle of complementary. The 1.13 Bohr model of atom. To overcome the drawback of Rutherford model of atom and to explain the line spectra of hydrogen, Niels Bohr, a Danish physicist in 13 proposed a new model of atom based upon Planck quantum theory. This new model is called Bohr model of atom. The main postulate of Bohr model atom are as follow. The first point is an atom consists of a small heavy positively charged nuclei in the center and the electron revolve around its circular orbital. And the second point is out of a large number of circular orbital theoretical possible around the nucleus, the electron revolve only in those orbitals which have a fixed value of energy. Hence, these orbitals are called energy level or stationary state. The word stationary does not mean that the electrons are stationary, but it means that the energy of electron revolving in a particular orbit is fixed and does not change with time. The different energy level are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are designated as K, L, M, N, O, P, etc. starting from the shell close to the nuclei. The energy of the different stationary state in case of hydrogen atom are given by the expression called Bohr formula. Energy in n level is equal to minus 2 pi square m e की power 4 n upon n square h square. Substituting the value of m यानी mass of electron, e charge of the electron and h Planck constant, we get En is equal to 1.8 and 10 की power 9 minus 19 joule per atom upon n square is equal to minus 1312 upon n square kilojoule mole per inverse is equal to 13.6 n upon n square electron volt per atom, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. stand for first, second, third, etc. level respecting the. Thus, the first energy level n is equal to 1, which is closest to the nuclei, has lowest energy. The energy of the level increase as we move outward, starting from the first level K level. Thus, the energy of the vibration level are in order: first, second, third, and fourth, and so on. K, L, M, and so on. For H like particle, example helium, lithium, etc., containing one electron only, this expression for energy is En is equal to minus 2 pi square m z square e की power 4 upon n square h square is equal to minus 1312 z square upon n square kilojoule per mole per inverse, where J is the atomic number of the element. For helium He, Z is equal to 2. For lithium, Z is equal to 3. The third point is, since the electron revolve only in those orbitals which have fixed value of energy, hence electron in an atom can have only certain definite or discrete value of energy and not any value of their own. This is expected by saying that the energy of an electron is quantized. The fourth point is, like energy, the angular momentum of an electron in an atom can have certain definite or discrete value and not any value of its own. The only permissible value of angular momentum are given by the expression mvr is equal to nh upon 2 pi. That is, angular momentum of the electron is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Here m is the mass of the electron, v is the tangential velocity of the revolving electron, and r is the radius of the orbital, and h is the Planck quantum constant, and n is an integer. In other words, the angular momentum of the electron can be h by 2 pi, 2h by 2 pi, and 3h by 2 pi, etc. This means that, like energy, the angular momentum of an electron in an atom is also quantized. That is, for fifth point is, when the electron is an atom are in the lowest normal energy state, they keep on revolving in their respective orbit without losing energy, because energy can neither be long nor gained continuously. This state of atom is called normal or ground state. And the sixth point is, energy is emitted or absorbed only when the electron jump from one orbit to other orbital. For example, when energy is applied to an atom by subjecting it to electrical discharge or high temperature and absorbing a definite amount of energy, this state of atom is called excited state. Since the lifetime of the emitting energy in the form of light of suitable frequency of wavelength, the amount of energy emitted or absorbed is given by the difference of energy of two energy level concerned, that is, delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, where E2 and E1 are the energy of the electron in the higher and lower energy level respectively, and delta E is the difference in the energy of two level. Further, since energy Each energy level is associated with a certain definite amount of energy. Therefore, energy is always emitted or absorbed in certain discrete quantity called quantons or photons, or and not any value. This means that the energy of the electron cannot change gradually and continuously, but change abruptly as the electron jump from one energy level to the other. In other words, we can state that for a change of electronic energy, the electron has to jump and not to flow from one energy level to other. 1.14 Defect of Bohr model of atom. Bohr model of atom suffer from the following weakness of limitation. The first is inability to explain line spectra of multi-electron atom. Bohr theory was successful in explaining the line spectra of hydrogen atom and hydrogen-like particle containing single electron only. However, it failed to explain the line spectra of multi-electron atom. When spectroscopes with better resolving power were used, it was found that even in case of hydrogen spectrum, each line was split up into a number of closely spaced lines called fine structure, which could be explained by Bohr model of atom. The second point is inability to explain the splitting of line in the magnetic field, G-Man effect, and in the electric field, Stark effect. In the production of the line spectra, if the source emitting the radiation is placed in a magnetic field or an electric field, it is observed that each spectral line split up into a number of lines. The splitting of spectral line in the magnetic field is called G-Man effect, while the splitting of spectral line in the electric field is called Stark effect. Bohr model of atom was unable to explain the splitting of spectral line. The third point is inability to explain the three-dimensional model of atom. According to Bohr model of atom, the electron move along certain circular path in one plane. Thus, it gives a flat model of atom. But now, it is well established that the atom is three-dimensional and not flat, as had been suggested by Bohr. The fourth point is inability to explain the shape of molecule. Now, it is well known that in covalent molecule the bonds has directional characteristics, that is, atoms are linked to each other in particular direction and hence they possess a definite shape. Bohr model is unable to explain it. The fifth point is inability to explain de Broglie concept of dual character of matter and Heisenberg uncertainty principle. These are discussed in next section. Thank you.